Alright, welcome back to another G Auto Repair YouTube video, and today I'm doing a bit of an experiment. We have another Transit Connect. This one is a 2014 Ford Transit Connect, and we're having another issue with an ABS module. So in the last video that I did just a few days ago as of this date, I was having an issue with a 2015 Ford Transit Connect where I obtained an ABS module from a salvage yard, and I couldn't for the life of me get it to configure using either the Autel or the actual Ford program. I always forget the name, the FJ whatever blah blah blah. I always forget what it is, but I couldn't get it to configure no matter what. So I had a comment, and you know, in the other forums that I'm part of, there was a comment that Ford here lately, as of a couple years ago or something, I don't know, they've been kind of wonky with their configuration of used modules. So that kind of got me thinking, and you know, I said, well, I wonder if there's any validity to that. So I have a secondary Autel, which is an older Autel that I've used for many years, and it's not quite up to date as the Autel Ultra I have. So I'm wondering, maybe some kind of update was secretly pushed through to prevent these modules from being configured or programmed. So as we see here, we have U2300 codes here for the ABS module. And let me close this door so this annoying beeping. Let's read codes. This is, you know, live. This is actual data right now. I haven't done anything other than remove the battery. I have the vehicle on a maintainer right now because, as I said in the previous video, which I'm going to post somewhere down here in the corners towards the end of the video as I normally do, you feel free to go ahead and look at that. We got three U3000. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and erase as per service information. And I've already done this. I'm just doing it on camera now. It's still there, right? ABS lights, brake lights, they're all on still. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do what I normally do, which is disconnect the original module, connect the replacement module, and try to transfer the configurations over using the PMI feature on the scan tool. And this is all per Ford. You know, you go to the original Ford and it's the same thing. I've used the Autel before. I have other video that I did a couple years ago, and it worked perfectly fine. I was using this very same tool. So I'm wondering if it's something kind of crazy that happened to that particular 2015, or I don't know. We'll see. That's what I want to check out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back out and go to programming right here. Okay, here we go. Now we have programmable module installation. That's what PMI stands for. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go to ABS. Okay, we're going to verify the VIN number, which it is. It ends with 8664. 8664, that is correct. So we're going to hit yes. We're going to turn off the ignition. Okay, now it's going to tell us to install the new module in the vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so I got my flashlight. And I'm just gonna reach back here. You may not be able to see this, but I'm just gonna reach back here and disconnect the ABS module. I don't know why they gotta put this thing way back here, but this sucks. You literally gotta pull the battery out to get to it. Okay, there we go. So it's disconnected. We're just gonna go ahead and slide. I'd like to do this because this is a big problem in all these Fords for whatever reason. So the likelihood of getting another bad module from the salvage yard is actually pretty high. Ask me how I know that. So this is just a quick, I just want a go or no go test, you know, that I can feel satisfied that this one's gonna correct the problem. So now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead, click OK, switch ignition on. We already got it on. Okay, now it says configuring. Let me turn this off. Configuring. Okay, module installation complete. Okay, it's going to tell you, you know, there might be some U codes, blah blah blah, blue blue blue, whatever. Position off. Okay, module installation complete. Okay, all right. So now let's go to control unit. We're going to go to ABS. We're going to go to trouble codes. Now I may see other trouble codes, and that's okay. I'm expecting that because there's still some calibrations that need to be done. See, like this. Okay. Here we have lateral acceleration sensor. Longitudinal is a tongue twister. Acceleration sensor, and these are the same two codes. I expect to see these. That's not a problem. This is the issue that I'm having right here. This U2300 central configuration. That's the same crap that I had with the other 2015. If you have seen the video, and no matter what I do, I can't get that to delete. Okay. Oh wait, I take that back. Okay, it went away. So this one actually went through. Okay. What the heck then? I don't know. But at the very least, this is some information for you guys out there that sometimes you will have an issue where the tool will not transfer the things correctly. So that was the code that I was getting, the 2300, but I could not get it to delete no matter what. As a matter of fact, let me, just for the sake of reassurance, let me cycle the key on and off. Let's read the code, because at a couple times I did have it to where it went away and it came right back. So let's try that before. See, there it is. Okay, so see, you see it's not me. Okay. What the heck? I don't know. Now, just for the sake of argument, okay, just for any of you guys that are out there watching, they say, well, you have to do this before. Okay, let's just play along with that for just a second. Let's go ahead and back out. Let's go back to programming, but this time we're going to go to programmable parameters. Okay, we're going to go to IVD initially. I can't speak today. I don't know why. We're going to initiate the the ABS module. Okay, this says don't shake, bounce, blah blah blah. Make sure don't touch anything. Make sure the steering wheel is center. We're just going to concentrate on these two for right now. Okay, and this is a pretty straightforward process. Okay. It's going to do that a couple times. Turn ignition to off. Oh, I forgot to do that, but whatever. Alright, now we're going to do the other one. Okay, so those other codes should have gone away. Let's go to trouble codes. If not, I just clear them and that's it. No big deal. See, they went away. But this one remains, 2300. Let's go ahead and erase, just for the sake of argument. Okay, it went away. Great. But it came back, I promise you that. I saw the lights came back on the... We're gonna read codes. See, even with the engine off, after a certain amount of time, all those lights need to come off. See? Central configuration. And we could be here all day. We can be here all day. I can't even, with the Alta, I can't even do the as-built programming for whatever reason. Okay? It doesn't give me that option to do the as-built. So let's go ahead and try the older Altel right here. Let's do the same process. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna disconnect the Ultra and connect this one and see. We're gonna see what happens. I really don't know what's gonna happen. This is just for my curiosity. Okay, so we are here at the selection screen for programming. I went ahead and changed it to Ford because it was Ford EU, and I wanted to make sure it was the same across the board, just so there's no variables. It may make a difference, it may not, I don't know. But we can't do any programming yet because I have to reconnect the old one so I can do the process over again. So while this does this, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the car, and I'm gonna quickly swap over to the old original ABS module. Let me do that while that screen comes off. Alright, so we're gonna turn the key on. We're gonna go to programmable module, ABS 8664, yes. Off. Okay. Let's go ahead and install that new module, or in our case, used module. Alright, so our replacement has been installed. Okay. Switch to on. Okay. Configuring. Let me turn off the light. We're going to see what happens. Module complete. Okay. Switch to off. Okay. Module installation complete. Please run the following, blah, blah, blah. And we already did that, but we may have to do it again. I don't know. Okay, we're going to exit. Let me turn on. Go to diagnosis. We're going to go to control unit. We're going to go to ABS. And we are going to read codes. And I think we're still having the same problem. Well, it went off just there. Oh, it came back on. Same code. Let's erase code. Okay. Let's go ahead and read. Yeah, I don't think it made a lick of difference. Yep, it didn't make a lick of difference. So this is Ford version 6.10 and this is 8.20. So I think they're going to be different depending on which Autel tool you use, but I know for a fact I haven't it's been a while since I configured this or updated this tool. This one has just recently been updated. So either something happened after the last time or between the last time that I did this job on a different vehicle, because I know I have used this one before about a year or two ago to do this very job on a different van, very similar. It was a 2014, I believe. You'll have to look at the video to see, but you know, whatever. The point is that it's not working. So now I'm gonna show you what I had to do to resolve this issue. So let me get set up here real quick, and then we'll go ahead and show you guys. Okay, so we're back. I still have the original not the original, but I still have the salvage yard ABS module still installed. This time I'm just gonna go ahead and do an as-built configuration transfer, just so I won't have to do all this flip-flop. I don't know if that's the preferred way of doing it or not, but that's the way I'm gonna do it, just so that I don't have to go through all this mumbo jumbo. So we're gonna use FORScan. Okay, I used the FJDS last time and it still didn't work. So, I had to obtain another software. We're gonna connect. Let's see, it's showing that it's got a DTC on the ABS module, a U2300. Okay, so the last time I did this, I was a newbie. That was the very first time I've used this software before, so I was kind of lost, but I think I should be able to do this a lot quicker this time around. So we're just gonna go here to this, and we're gonna go to ABS configuration as built format. We're gonna hit the play button. It's potentially not safe. Okay, so this is what it has obtained from the server, from the Ford server. That should be based on the VIN number. That's what the configuration should be. We're just gonna write, it says no changes, do nothing. Okay, we're gonna say load factory with internet is necessary. Yes, I am connected. Okay, so it's downloading files from the internet. Operation complete, successful. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna hold on. Okay, now this is the part that kind of trips me up. I'm supposed to go here, and says module initiation. Okay, now it's gonna go through its mumbo jumbo and is actually gonna do what it's got to do. Turn ignition on. Okay, now it's doing, you see the progress bar. Now it should force the programming through, and this should be configured. See, it tells you to turn it off. Okay, turn ignition on, but don't start engine. Okay, service procedure completed successfully. So now, as you can see, all the lights went off. See, now it's still showing here this, but that's because we have to reset it. Okay, once we reset it, that's it, it'll be clear. Okay, off. Okay, wait, we gotta turn it back on. Ugh, I didn't do it quick enough. Alright, let's go to read DTCs, and now we see ABS has none. See, clear, no ABS lights. Again, why? I don't know. But this is the second time I've run into this, and I've only been able to upload the software with FORScan. So I tried an older Autel, it didn't work. I'm not even gonna bother trying with the FJDS because it didn't work last time, and you gotta pay big big money to use that, and I'm not gonna do it. So there you have it, guys. Another ABS module that would not configure, another used ABS module, I will say, that would not configure using the scan tool when it should. And I've used it before. I know for a fact. I've done it before. If you don't believe me, go in the channel and check out that that one that was done a couple years ago. That's all I have for you guys. I hope at least it was informative. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. It is what it is. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.